Happy New Year, start building that bunker is my advice.
I don't see why admitting the existence of a non-human intelligence engaging with this planet, something that is categorically denied by the Pentagon. And remember that in a few months' time when the Pentagon is forced, and I suspect it will be, into a groveling admission. How are they going to justify their behaviour?
That was Ross Coulthart, award-winning investigative journalist, who when looking into this topic a few years ago thought he would expose it as just secret military tech. He is now convinced that alien craft have visited our planet.
Egregiously, criminally, illegally lied to the public and to the president and to the Congress.
And that the Pentagon and other world governments have covered it up. I had his book, lent it to someone and they didn't give it back. Not bitter. Most of the clips we'll look at today were taken around the Christmas New Year period. Orb Morphs live in New Jersey.
What? Alexis, I don't think that's a plane.
Why? Plane, but it just looks incredibly bright.
What the heck? What?
So it's weird. I don't see it morphing. It ain't a Power Ranger. I like the green one. I digress. This part here seems irregular. One thing I want to mention is that when you zoom in on a star using a camera, it can look a bit like this. Here is a picture of a zoomed in star. So some of the orbs we are seeing could just be stars, but not all of them. This is from the Profile Tangle Titty. No comment, just know I really wanted to. Drone and orbs, the Bronx. Most definitely a drone plus what seems like orbs in the distance. Went out to the balcony to smoke. Was facing east December 24th at roughly 8:40 p.m. I have several videos of this, so have a look at this one.
What the f***? And we are back. Drone in the air and mother orbs in distance. What the f***? Red orbs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like they're coming from whatever the f*** that is.
When there are so many and they're rising to a very high altitude, it does seem peculiar. I can also make out that triangular shape of lights, as we seem to see so often with these strange sightings around the world recently.
Got orbs and a drone. Holy sh**. I never thought I'd see it, but I'm seeing it right here, right off my balcony. Bronx, New York.
I'm going alien orbs on that one. Sue me. 3 orbs over Phoenix, January 1st, 2025.
They're in a room. Wait.
Phoenix again, where the famous Phoenix lights were in the 90s. You can see that triangle shape again. The aliens are really good at maths. I mean, what would you do if you are in the window seat and you see that outside? Apart from screaming they're here in the middle of the aisle. Trying to use some logic, 3 commercial planes could not fly that close. They seem to be in a formation flying together, but again, it's hard to see any detail at all. What do you think about that one? The ones that intrigue me are the ones which seem to shapeshift. I've showed some of them in recent videos. I just think that those ones are a bit hard to explain. Here is another one from the Bahamas that I don't think is a zoomed in star. That sounded dumb.
Yeah, on the sky.
Yeah, in the sky. It's a space jet.
Oh, look at...
What in the...
Oh my gosh.
What is that? What is that?
It's turning. It's... Oh my gosh. Did you see everybody?
Oh my gosh, what is that? It's...
Oh my gosh. It's giving me goosebumps.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's creepy.
Yeah, come
Hurry
here.
up.
Come here.
Oh my gosh.
What is this?
That's cool. It's been changing shapes.
It looks like one of those turtle shells from Mario. I just want to kick it.
I thought it was changing shape earlier when I was looking at it.
Wow. It's hard to... Oh, it's beautiful.
It's like fire.
No way that's airplane.
Give that man a sticker.
That's not an airplane.
That's...
It's been there a long time.
You see, I'm an idiot because whenever I see anything like that, I think aliens, told ya. But I know there's always the AI option or that someone's doing something with cameras and lenses to fool people, messing with the bits on the camera that I have no idea how to work. 2025 and I'm still rocking full HD. That was taken from a cruise ship this year. The object seems to shapeshift. You can see different shapes and the rotation. The clip was over 3 minutes long and seems real footage. And this is over the sea, so it was filmed from a cruise ship travelling between islands. But it's an object which needs explaining, and I can't find a consensus in the comments I've read. That is the best footage I've ever seen. It's a 4D craft in 3 dimensions. They come in peace. It's like a rip in space-time. It's an out-of-focus light source of what, though? A bokeh ball, apparently, which is a blur effect, Wikipedia tells me. I mean, I'm not a photographer. That is what bokeh looks like, but this object turns into a ghost. It looks like it's just seen a ghost. Let's move on before my brain melts. Here is a clip of a plane chasing an orb. It just seems too good to be true. The camera pans up just as the orb goes overhead. The source is a YouTube channel that produces fake videos, this disclaimer says, so if you see this clip going around, take it with a pinch of salt. This next clip is incredible.
That is so weird.
Unless you've seen The Mandalorian. Someone stuck the Razor Crest from Mandalorian over LA, and some people are genuinely falling for it. To be fair, if we do capture Baby Yoda, we'll dissect him like a tomato. Also, do you remember this clip I showed a few videos ago, which I said seemed fake? I found the source and it was digitally created. I said, which Star Wars craft is it? Apparently it's the TIE Fighter. So those clips are obviously fake, but there are some going around taken recently which seem to have more validity. This audio may just pique your interest.
Well, you're going to think I'm crazy. There's something that just went from right to left to right in a blink and then flashes lights 3-4 times and vanished.
Okay, well, it had an airplane cross from right to left, E-175, and now there's another one, 777 up there high off the right side that descended to 28. That might be those 2 aircraft, I'm not sure.
This thing went 180 degrees in like a second.
Oh, goodness.
Those are words you never want to hear on your flight, or we're going down. Either of those. Relax, the little yellow mask will save you.
Well, the details, it literally went from one coast to the other in front of us, and then it went up like 30 degrees, turned off its lights, or whatever it had. It looked like it's a bright orangey thing, and then since we spoke to you last, it flashed us like 3-4 times, and we are still looking at it now. But it is definitely not an airplane. It doesn't have a strobe lights or anything on it. It's just this bright orange going on and off.
So it sounds like one of these glowing orbs that people are seeing, not a plane.
But it is definitely not an airplane.
I'm pretty sure the pilot knows what another plane looks like. If not, do not get on board. Unless they have one of those cool entertainment systems, in which case, worth the risk. The video is confusing because it's a video clip of the wing, obviously taken by a passenger on board, whilst the pilot's audio has been overlaid from the flight. And all I have is the upload date of December 25th, 2024. So I googled JetBlue UFO sighting, and another case came up from January 2022. Yeah, can't see anything. This is the pilot's statement. We witnessed it for about 5 minutes, at which point it disappeared and then came back. It looked like 2 boxes melting into each other. Actual sighting was spectacular beyond what this video shows. We were stunned. Perhaps one of those cubes in spheres that people are reporting and videoing?
So what I did was, I was curious if this was going to be one of those objects that was a cube inside of a sphere.
And a lot of valid reports we have are coming from pilots, both commercial and military.
And then there's eyewitness testimonies of people who are rock solid, totally dependable, like fighter pilots, who have seen some things. Like the best examples, this guy, Commander David Fravor.
We watched it for 5 minutes with our eyeballs, and there was 4 of us. And we all have the same story. We all saw the same stuff. We don't know what they are. We have confirmed sighting by 2 aircrew, 4 of us, 2 planes, that said, look, this is not an airplane, this is not a weather balloon, this is not a blip, it has performance well beyond, and the airplanes that we were flying at the time were literally brand new Super Hornets right out of the Boeing factory.
That's all I've got for this video. Are any of them interesting? I think a couple of them are. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for being here. See you soon.